Should you remodel or do repairs on your Tri-Valley home before you sell it? And will that actually make you more money when you do sell it? My name is Cooper and I help people buy and sell homes in the Tri-Valley. That would be Livermore, Pleasanton, Dublin, San Ramon, Danville, and Alamo. I'm originally from Pleasanton. Most of my family lives in Danville, and most of my business comes from people who reach out to me directly because of these YouTube videos. Okay, so when it comes to remodeling or repairing certain items in your house before you sell it, there's a few set criteria I like to go off of, and I'd like to explain those to you now. Firstly, I know that everybody has different needs, wants, and circumstances when it comes to selling your home, and those always come first. The options I'm going to cover in this video as far as remodeling or repairing certain items in your home prior to selling are just options, and I treat them as such. Nothing is carved in stone, and everybody's circumstances are different, so we take this on a case-by-case basis. Okay, so firstly, and general rule of thumb for me is to determine whether or not the remodeling or the repairs you're going to be doing are going to have a positive ROI or return on investment. Because of course, the reason we're even considering doing any repairs or remodeling on the home is to make you more money. And we want to make sure that you're going to make money on the investment you put into the house. It wouldn't make any sense for you to spend $10,000, just as an example, if we only thought you were going to increase the sales price of your property by $5,000. Most often when I meet potential new clients, when I walk into their home to interview for the job of selling their home, it's a very well-kept property, but not necessarily to super recent design standards. And in these circumstances, I typically recommend to make whatever's existing in the home look its absolute best, without any major remodeling. Oftentimes that means things like paint touch-ups or exterior paint jobs, replacing weathered carpet, decluttering the home to open it up, staging the home, etc. Avoiding any bigger jobs like kitchen remodeling or bathroom remodeling and things like that. This overall saves time and upfront investment on the remodeling and makes the home show very, very well regardless of the finishes in the property. Buyers know when they walk in, this is a very clean and well cared for home. On the other hand, there are circumstances in which I would recommend a full house remodel as a viable option to make the most money, and that typically comes with properties that are really torn down in horrible shape and might not even qualify for a traditional mortgage for a regular buyer who's coming in to purchase the home. If the seller has the time and resources, this can be a really good option to put extra money in their pocket with a full house remodel. I know that upfront investment can be a problem if you're looking at $100,000, $200,000, $300,000 potentially in order to remodel the home. There are companies out there, some of which I have worked with personally on my own listings, who will front you all of the money to get the remodeling done on the property to be paid back at close of escrow if the seller has enough equity in the home to cover the cost. Whatever the case, you do have options, and the one thing to keep in mind is, are you listing and marketing a really clean and well-kept home? Or are buyers walking into the property and realizing door handles are loose, sink faucets are loose or leaking, the shower doors don't work properly, things like that. So regardless of the finishes of the home, you want to make sure everything's tight and in good working order. Of course, everybody's going through different life circumstances, and sometimes you just need to list a home in whatever condition it's in because the seller doesn't have the time or resources in order to do small repairs or remodeling. But in my opinion, most often homes do need a little something to get it up to par to be marketed to the general public. Unless, of course, the home is brand new or it's just been fully remodeled in the last couple of years and really well kept since then. And to be honest, regardless of the finishes or when a house has been remodeled, whether it was original condition from 50 years ago or something that was just fully remodeled, you can feel when you walk into a house if it's been loved and well cared for. I have personally walked into plenty of just fully remodeled homes that I tell my clients not to buy because it feels rushed and pieced together. And I've also walked into homes from the 1960s that are in original condition that feel really solid, really put together, and really well cared for, that I tell my clients are good buys. Every house is different, and it's really important how you strategize showing that house to the general public if you're going to be putting it on the market to sell. Again, everybody has different needs, wants, and circumstances, and it's really, really important to take those into account when you're going to be selling. If you have any questions whatsoever, you can always reach me by phone, text, or email. I would be glad to have a conversation with you to determine the best option for you and or your family. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you on the next video.